Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we been making love constantly, that's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off your love, I don't know how to behave. To me, you love me right down to my knees, and whenever you let me hit it, sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the cocoa eyes, even got a big sister by the name of Chocolate. Brown sugar, babe, I guess high off of love, don't know how to behave.
Sure, we getting a little low light vibe, but I love the vibes. Hello everyone, and welcome to Love 30. This series has been a year past due, and I'm not even gonna say past due because I'm ready now, and I feel like I want to embody everything self-love has to offer around this time of my life. I'm 24 and I'll be 25 in about 2 weeks ish. What better time to start it than around this time and this milestone in my life? I feel excited for the new year. I feel as though I am grieving parts of myself, and I've grieved parts of myself to get exactly where I am now. I will be embodying self-love and also sharing these intimate parts of my life so that you all can embody self-love as well. As a 24-year-old who has been through so many experiences and who has carved out my own way in my own life, meaning that all of this is pretty much not facts, but facts. Not facts for so many other people, but facts, and it's true, and my truth in my life. It works for me. It has worked for me. So with that being said, whenever you digest all I have to offer, be sure that you filter things that don't serve you, don't serve the space that you're in, don't serve the mindset that you have in this moment in space, and just take everything that you believe you can relate to, or that's true for you, or something that you might want to try out in your life. I really love to make sure that I am expressing that, because we think that, oh, just because X, Y, and Z has done this, it's gonna work for my life, and life just doesn't work out like that. So we're gonna go to our first bullet point of what I believe self-love is, which is self-love is not easy. In fact, I believe one of the hardest things to learn if you hadn't learned it from a young age. We get so caught up in other people's ideas of us that we forget that we have our own worlds as well, our own opinions, our own rules, our own guidelines. And whenever we don't realize these things about ourselves, that means that we have to deconstruct the ways that we were taught about ourselves and how to love ourselves. And then we have to build our own guidelines, our own opinions, our own X, Y, and Z. So that's why I believe self-love is not the easiest thing. It's a choice every single day to wake up and know that, okay, I said that I desire to eat healthier and want to feel healthier. What choices am I going to make out of love in order to mimic what it is that I desire? You know what I mean? Because we are already who we are. We just have to step into those spaces, and we are already who we aren't. And that all that just takes is a subtle shift in mindset, right? Choices lead to habits, and habits leads to systems. And until you build systems around loving yourself and self-love, then I don't believe that it's the most easiest thing to do. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't get easier, but things do get easier because we learn our coping mechanisms. We learn how to dissect things in our lives that we didn't know how to dissect before. It will get easier. It just, if you haven't been doing this thing from a young age, then I don't believe self-love is the easiest thing. The non-easiest part for me has been, and I'm gonna say has been, just because it's been a journey with me. I do have self-love and radical self-acceptance. Sometimes I just do things that are the opposite of what it is that are where I want to go, where I want to be. It requires discipline to love yourself, ignoring all of the past versions of you that weren't really you, just the version that was just a collection of thoughts and memories and feelings from other people. And you have to literally ignore those states of being until you fully deconstruct and rewrite your own story. And yeah, that's pretty much been the hardest part for me, just getting over that hump. I don't believe anything in the beginning is just like super easy, other than like maybe skills that you've already had or gained, and also things that you've learned from a young age. Maybe self-love is easy for you, and then it's just me. Either way the cookie crumbles, you still gonna get yours, cause I'ma get mine. Today is Thursday, and usually Thursdays are art days, but today we are going to, I didn't really have a plan for today, honestly. I just know I wanted to start the series today.
Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours.
So yesterday, it was about 5:30 a.m. and I was just sitting there trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with me. But I woke up feeling so much, like I felt heavy, and then I was trying to cover it up, with positive affirmations and things like that, back to the point of realizing that strength is not always the answer, and that sometimes we have to sit next to our biggest fears and anxiety and invite them in our little home that we've cultivated peace in, and then sit with them. And then whenever we're done with their ass, tell them to pack their shit and get out, because they can't stay. Once I realized why I was crying, it was just my first day of bleed, and I adopted like the bleed thing from somebody on Instagram. She has like this most erotic, free, womanly personality, and I just love how they use bleed to really just take power over the fact that we do cleanse and reset literally every month. It honestly makes me want to really get into my menstrual pattern, because I know that it helps, and I know that it's literally been studied for a reason by women, because men don't fucking study women. And then whenever we do come out with health things, it's only for men's health. So I like the term bleed, and I'll be using that. But yeah, I realized it was just that time of the month, baby. But I did sit with some things as well, so I was really happy to be able to do that. I decided that this angle is better, so this is the angle we're gonna sit and talk at, just because the sun is facing this way and my skin is glowing and I look good. And I am going to go over there and work on my sacral chakra flow. Speaking of chakra spirit, if y'all did not know, World of Elevation basically is going through the whole entire chakra system. Now we're on to the sacral chakra, and I'm really excited to get to my sacral chakra, just because I am in a space to where I'm creating more. The sacral chakra is all about sexuality, the feelings of being able to feel joy and pleasure and just the small things, really just pouring in my arts and creativity, because self-love is creative. Self-love is not selfish. I believe that it is the least selfish thing that you can do. When you pour into yourself, you're able to fully pour into those who surround you. A lot of friendship dissipate as we're going through our
growth stages because we're outgrowing things that we normally would accept in the name of love, but is it really self love? No. Sometimes we people please. So whenever you start to set boundaries with people, you start seeing a lot of people exit the door. But that's okay because you're literally making room and making space for those who genuinely deserve to be around that new energy that you cultivated within yourself. So the fact that you are renewing yourself, you're able to pour all of that new energy into your relationships, into those people that deserve it. I don't believe that self love is selfish. It is not selfish. We are supposed to have boundaries. We are supposed to understand ourselves to the point to where if things get out of hand in a relationship, then you can redirect and let this person know that I wasn't feeling that. It should be the same way for the other person. Think about all the times you felt uncomfortable with something someone has asked you to do or a favor or whatever, but you still indulged in it because you thought that there was something that you were supposed to do in order to, I guess, keep the relationship. Think about all the times where you felt that way. And that's why I say self love is not easy because you have to consider each and every last one of these bullet points and realize that at the end of the day, if not you, then who? If you're not taking care of yourself, then who truly will? Once you take care of yourself, once you show people how to treat you, it literally makes everything better. So it's not easy to set boundaries with people that you love and enjoy because you kind of have that fear that if you do these things that they will 9 times out of 10 not like it. At the end of the day, you have to choose yourself and know that those who genuinely have been through the same thing, those who love and respect themselves will understand. And I'm not just saying it to be like, oh, people don't love themselves. If you know, you know. Whenever you go through this process of self love, you realize that a lot of people don't have boundaries, and so they expect you not to have boundaries. A lot of people don't set goals for themselves, so they expect you not to set goals, or whatever, however it looks. But at the end of the day, it's like the people who genuinely understand to figure these things out as well about themselves, they understand, you know? So self love is not selfish. Okay, so ask yourself, what are some boundaries that I can put up to protect my peace? You can journal this or just ask yourself. So I forgot to eat today. It's annoying whenever I do that, but right now I'm at this coffee shop. I'm gonna get out and edit. Fuck it. I'm about to change into my sweatpants, and then I have this other top that I brought. This top. What I do want to emphasize that this series is about how you can rewrite your own story. Hey y'all, we are at what is this? Wild. They did get rid of my drink because it was seasonal, but today we got a fucking it's kind of questionable. Y'all, I'm over here considering the fact that one day I will be older. I don't think I've ever thought about that as deeply as I'm thinking about it now. because it's like, damn, I didn't even think I'd be here today, not gonna lie. I definitely thought that loving myself or even liking myself was something that was taboo. Is it really even possible? Because I went so long carrying other people's identity, just identities, because I've always been myself. It's just thoughts, carrying other people's thoughts and their baggage about myself. But with that being said, I just want to say self love is not cringe. We have people that may think that whenever you do pour into yourself or when you do love yourself, it's a silly thing. Doing the things that you love is silly. Just the fact that I'm outside right now and it's people that can walk up and see me, and it's people that's inside the cafe that can see me, and I'm just still doing exactly what I love because of self-love, and I decided not to give a fuck. It doesn't make me cringe. In reality, it makes them cringe, or anybody cringe that thinks like otherwise. Taking the time to curate your vibe is not cringe. I remember putting together outfits and they just looked like the me that didn't have it my style figured out yet. And I wouldn't even say that version of myself was cringe just because I built myself up to the point that I'm at today for the sake of like wanting to try and get to know my style better and loving that journey. So I want to let y'all know self-love isn't just about taking bubble baths. That's more of like a self-care thing, but self-love is stepping outside of that box for the sake of seeing if you get the same result or a different result, or if you even like the different result, or if you like X, Y, and Z result. Self-love is a lot of things, and I think that we'll get more into what I believe self-love is. I definitely want to leave y'all with the fact that self-love is not cringe. Take that time, nurture your environments, nurture yourself, learn yourself, and not give a fuck what it looks like to other people, because we're all just in our own worlds, right? Anyway, Sunder is the acknowledgement that everyone, each and every last one of us has our own worlds going on. Everybody that you pass up on the street is a part of their own life. They have their own problems, and nobody is genuinely worried about you to the point to where you just live in their head rent free. Nobody is that worried about you. And if you are that worried about someone else, let's take some time to reevaluate why, because it's always a root problem. But y'all, I believe that around this time, it's about 7 o'clock. It's getting dark. I do have Ricky's class to attend tonight at 8. And then after that, I'm going to take some time to stay up tonight and edit this vlog, get it out, and make sure that tomorrow is way more organized so that I can continue to be consistent with Love 30. I'm feeling it already. I just feel as though it's gonna be super fun to get to know myself creatively again. It's gonna be super fun for y'all to just let me know how it is or what y'all are feeling, because we all learn things from each other, whether we realize it or not. We're all teachers, we're all students. And just by me getting back to my love and how I give my love as well, it will help y'all reflect on yours. My brain has been feeling better lately. I'm not sure if y'all all know or are caught up with my brain injury that I've had. Listen to your body heal, and I will see y'all at yoga.
Paradise.
So I just finished. Did not take my camera in there